nerds, welcome to JerAwards. Today we're going to recap season number 3 of Supernatural. And if you're new to the channel, just a heads up, this is not a reaction. This is simply just recapping season 3 in my own unique little way. We're just going to kind of run through a couple of quick talking points, kind of run through quickly the season, and then get into our JerAwards, where we're going to give out our favorite episode, favorite scene, heartbreaking scene, favorite character, etc., etc. So if you are new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work, not behind the scenes today. All 60 episodes we've watched on Patreon, like I mentioned, are down there. And it's also, while there is no episode for today, tomorrow, I think tomorrow's also Wednesday, so no episode then as well. But we do have on Thursday, season 4, episode 1, Lazarus Rising, if I remember the episode name correctly. That's what we should have. But for this, let's talk about season 3. Season 3 kicks off very wildly because it is the 7 deadly sins. It's something that a lot of you all agreed with could have been seasons worth of content, and it just wasn't. It was a single episode. The 7 deadly sins all showed up. They all came. They all saw, and then they all got fucking wrecked. And that was really kind of the end of it. And then we went on about our way. You know, the boys worked to get with Bobby to get the cult fixed. They go and end up on a fucking goose chase for a lucky rabbit's tail. They end up in a damn a Sin City. That's the name of the episode. They end up in Sin City with Bobby fixing the cult just in time. Dean getting some crucial information from a demon, and then seeing that the cult is fixed, able to kill some stuff. We get Gordon, who gets out of prison, who gets turned into a vampire. He comes. He gets wrecked by Sam. Dean mentioned to Bobby that, hey, you know, Yellow Eyes told me something about Sam. Yellow Eyes' name is Zazel, by the way. Says, hey, man, he might not be himself. And he's not. The way that he kills and the way that his humanity's kind of shut off, that's not 100% Sammy boy. And I'll take a second to mention it here as I get boogies out of my eyes. I just woke up. Dean saw faces, right? In the last episode, he was close to the brink, and Dean saw people's true faces. And I kept making the point over and over yesterday while I was recording this, that recording the finale, that they should show his point of view about the demon faces. And while they didn't show Ruby and they didn't show the little girl and all this other stuff, they did show Sam, right? When I was editing this last night, his face was doing all that stuff. Sam may not be a demon, but he definitely has something going on with him. And that's what Dean saw. Very interesting. But, yeah. And then we have Bobby go into a coma. We get some exposition and, you know, background on Bobby, how he got into hunting because his wife was dead. Or he had to kill his wife, basically. They get into the mystery spot, and we got a time loop with the return of the trickster over and over and over. Tuesday after Tuesday after Tuesday after Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. We had to watch Dean Reno die. Sam, it was a trickster. Trickster had to eventually get bored. Sam lived his whole life without Dean. That's just in his brain, always and forever. And then we kind of get around to, not filler episodes, but we get some good episodes. And then episodes 13 and 14 are just kind of meh. Again, 13 was Ghost Facers, so it was just a weird episode that would have worked better if it was at any other time in the entire story. And then we get to episode 15 and 16 with Bella getting her final exposition that when she was a young lad, she made a deal with the demon for 10 years for her parents to get offed, basically. And that's what happened. Her 10 years was up. The Hellhounds came and got her, just as the Hellhounds were on their way to get Dean. And Dean made a point, says, hey, if you would have called us, we could have helped you out. But you didn't. Them's the breaks. And then them trying everything desperately that they can to save Dean, it's not enough. They finally run into Lilith. Lilith sicks the Hellhounds on Dean. She's not able to kill Sam for whatever reason it was. And then Dean gets shown in hell with chains running through his bodies and a heartbroken Sam I Am. All in all, that's season 3. I don't know how I feel compared to the other seasons. I like this season. Obviously, it gets hindered because it is the shortest season from the writer strike, whatever it was. So it does hurt, because we go from, oh, he has 50 weeks left to live, to he has 3 months left to live this episode, to he has 3 weeks left to live this episode. Like, it goes very rapidly with how much time is passing in between episodes. I do like that we got Henriksen, the detective, to come around to them. I do like a lot of the small moments that happen. And again, Dean seeing Sam's face like that has to mean something, right? So now we're going to get situations where next season we're see how Dean was able to save Sam. We're going to see if Sam is able to save Dean in season 4, back to a 22 episode season. All in all, I like season 3. The only episode I really didn't like was, again, Ghost Facers, but it was just put in a bad place. Any other place, I think I would have enjoyed it. Watching it, I'm just like, this is doing nothing for me at the moment. But more growth on Bobby. We're going to get a character like Bella to reoccur, multiple episodes, going back to like season 1, where there was no reoccurring characters. We get things like Lisa and Ben, Dean being potential father. Everybody seems to think that is his kid. I think they should redo the DNA test. But yeah, all in all, season 3 is a season. I enjoy it. We'll get to the ranking part of it. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I can still give you the name of it towards the end of it. So listen, that's season 3, like in a whirlwind of words. With that out of the way, it's time for our Supernatural Season 3 JerAwards. Hope you guys are enjoying the floating head with the black t-shirt and the dark background. It's really doing wonders for me every time I look at the screen. Just a floating white head and a pink hat. Starting off with favorite episode, your nominees. Season 3, Episode 1, The Magnificent Seven. Episode 3, Bad Day at Black Rock. Episode 4, Sin City. Episode 7, Fresh Blood. Episode 10, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Episode 11, The Mystery Spot. Episode 12, Justin Bello. Episode 15, Time is on My Side. And the finale, Episode 16, No Rest for the Wicked, because money don't grow on trees. Your winner for favorite episode is Season 3, Episode 7, aka Episode VII, The Fresh Blood. That's right, Fresh Blood. You don't know why it was Fresh Blood? There's a scene in, with no spoilers, even if you still haven't watched it to this day, there's a scene in No Way Home where it really focuses on Peter Parker's spidey sense, his Peter tinkle, right? In episode 7, they do such a good job similar to that, with Gordon's vampire characteristics kicking in, with his abilities kicking in, the weight and devastation that hits him knowing he's a vampire and wanting to end himself, going to his best friend, having to kill his best friend, going through all of those motions, and then the way all that ends with Sam. I think that episode was, for an episode of television, really, really, really enjoyable. Episode 11, Mystery Spot, and episode 12, Justin Bello, are also up there. Sin City was enjoyable, but episode 7, Fresh Blood, is just, that did it for me, man. That, as soon as I watched it, I was like, it's going to be tough to beat. Justin Bello almost got it, but I'm keeping it with number 7. Favorite scene from season 3, episode 2, Dean helping Ben beat up the bully. He didn't physically, but, he gave him a little bit of encouragement. From 3-3, Dean throwing the pin into the gun barrel. 3-4, Dean and Casey's conversation. Is it Casey or Cassie? From 3-7, Gordon's vampire abilities kicking in. Also from 3-7, Dean showing Sam how to work on his car. From 3-8, Sam and Dean's Christmas. 3-10, Dean telling Bobby he's like a father to him. Dean getting his feelings off his chest about his dad. From 3-12, Sam and Dean exercising Henriksen. From 3-15, Dean tracking down and not killing Bella. Ooh. From 3-16, Sam and Dean luring the mailman into the knife. Those were my favorite scenes. Overall favorite scene for the entire season was Dean showing Sam how to work on his car from season 3, episode 7. Again, part of the reason why it was my favorite episode. That it just did something, because he knows that, one, somebody's got to take care of his car when he's gone, but 2, he knows that this is a good bonding moment for him and Sam, and he can use that he's going to be gone as a front for it, but it's a brotherly bonding moment. Again, Gordon's vampire abilities kicking in was tough to beat, but that episode ended with that. Going through the rest of the season, it's just like, that moment was so important just to me. It doesn't have to be to the story, just to me, that Dean took the time to show his brother how to work on his baby, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that's my favorite scene from season 3, episode 7. Most heartbreaking scene, your nominees. From season 3, episode 1, Tamara, I forgot how they pronounce her name, seeing Isaac dead. From 3-5, the doctor having to let his daughter go. From 3-8, Sam and Dean's Christmas. From 3-9, Dean telling Sam he doesn't want to die. From 3-11, Sam begging to go back to the time loop after killing Bobby. 3-14, Dean talking to his dad. From 3-16, Sam watching Dean die. And from 3-16, Dean in hell. My most heartbreaking scene of all that actually was Sam and Dean's Christmas, because Sam had such a traumatic childhood of having bad Christmas after bad Christmas, and Dean not really wrapping his head around the fact that his Christmases were horrible, and then to give him a decent Christmas at the end. Sit there, watch the game after opening their gifts. Sam knows his brother's on borrowed time. It could be his last Christmas. Dean soaking in the moment as well. Too good. Too good. Funniest scene from season 3, episode 6. Don't objectify me. Dean to Bella. Again, your damage. From 3-10, Sam's boner. From 3-10, Dean cranky from lack of sleep. From 3-11, Sam being fed up with the time loop. From 3-12, but you didn't shoot the deputy. From 3-12, I'm going to have so much sex from Nancy. From 3-14, the croquetta opening its mouth was hilarious to me. Now, I was initially going to give this to season 3, episode 6. Don't objectify me, right? And the reason was because they definitely deep down wanted to have some angry sex with each other. Like, I think Bella really wanted to get in there. But Dean being cranky from lack of sleep was absolutely fucking chef's kiss. And I loved every single little thing about it. I thought it was perfection. Absolute perfection. I'm just going to blow my brains out. I think that made me laugh the most throughout the entire thing. So yeah, that would be my funniest scene. Okay, new shirt, same video. Listen, I left off last one, funniest scene. We're going to get right back into it. Favorite kiss for season 3 of Supernatural. Only 3 nominees. From season 3, episode 1, Dean and Lust from 7 Deadly Sins. From 3-2, Dean and Lisa. And from 3-16, Lilith inhabiting Ruby's body and Sam. The winner for that one, very easily, Dean and Lisa. Lisa coming up, getting a little smoochy smooch, kissing the father of her child. Okay, we all know Ben's her kid. That was my favorite kiss. Everybody else, there was not a whole lot of relationship lovey-dovey in this one. Dean and Lust was pretty entertaining because Dean wanted to just bang a demon. I could see it happening. I kept waiting for the moment of Dean and Bella. I almost put Sam and Bella on here, but it was just a dream, so I'm not going to count it. Favorite kill. There was a bunch of doozies of some kills. In season 3, episode 1, Tamara killing Greed. In 3-3, Wayne accidentally killing himself. In 3-4, Sam killing Father and Casey with the Colt. From 3-5, Sam killing the Crossroads Demon. From 3-7, Sam killing Gordon. From 3-9, Dean killing Tammy. From 3-11, the dog killing Dean. From 3-14, Sam killing the Croquetta. From 3-16, Dean killing the demon officer. I think this was the last episode. Lilith killing Grandpa Pat. Yeah, from 3-16. And also from 3-16, Sam killing the demon mailman. Your winner for this one, season 3, episode 5, Sam killing the Crossroads Demon. He really just didn't even think twice about it. He got a little bit of information, and then as the Crossroads Demon's talking to her, he just blows her fucking muffin cap back blue, puts a hole right through the middle of her forehead, drops her dead. Sam killing Gordon was like right there, like with it, but just the violence in him killing the Crossroads Demon, top tier. No favorite quote this time around, so favorite case. Just overall case, not monsters, just the cases that they did. I put just a few nominees. 7 Deadly Sins from season 3, episode 1. It should have been bigger, kind of pisses me off. From 3-3, The Lucky Rabbit's Foot. And from 3-5, The Fairy Tales. I was really vibing with the Fairy Tale episode, but the shenanigans that took place in the actual Lucky Rabbit's Foot on that case, them not getting manipulated by anything else, them just coming across this rabbit's foot was pretty solid. Like, case-wise, that's the one I vibe with the most. And the dumbass falling and whatever. He's an idiot. Favorite monster. So for the monster of the week type stuff, season 3, episode 1, again, 7 Deadly Sins. From 3-7, vampires. From 3-11, the Trickster / Loki. Or from the finale, the Hellhounds in the last few episodes. I'm going to give it to the Trickster and Loki because he had the biggest impact on everybody. And that just being Sam, really, when I say everybody. But having Sam trapped in that loop Tuesday after Tuesday after Tuesday after Tuesday, with the Wednesday into the rest of his life, for however many years or months or days that took place of him going on the road, with Bobby saying it's been 3 months since I heard from you, it's been this long since I heard from you. All that happening was... My boy's powerful. There's a lot of bullshit he goes through, but favorite monster, definitely Loki / the Trickster. Favorite friendship? Fuck you think it is? Sam and Dean. Favorite ship? I got some interesting nominees here. We got Dean and Bella. We got Sam and Gert, the old lady. We got Ed and Corbett. And we got Harry and Maggie. It's hard to pick these. I know when I was doing the Vampire Diaries and getting into Teen Wolf, people were saying instead of doing actual like relationships that was in the show, to do more of like the fan-made ships. So I incorporated a little bit of that recently. And I honestly, like Sam and the old lady, she was a predator. Ed and Corbett was sweet, but it wasn't really a relationship, but maybe it could have been. We didn't get the full gist of it. Harry and Maggie was pretty interesting because, you know, that's his friend and his sister, Ed's friend and sister, whatever. But Dean and Bella, I just felt it. Something about that toxic ass relationship. I just felt that it would have been a thing. There was chemistry there, and it didn't happen. Which is good. I'm glad Dean didn't. But I kind of wanted it to. So, favorite ship, just for my own weirdness. I'm going to give it to Dean and Bella. Also, Dean and, I forget her name now. I think it was Casey, maybe. The demon bartender that they got trapped in the basement together after she used some wind powers. I was kind of also vibing with them. I thought those were pretty cute. Least favorite character is Lilith because... fuck her. I don't know. Most underrated character. This was tough to give. This was really rough to give in this season. It was between Bobby and Ruby. I'm going to give it to Ruby. Ruby came in clutch when she needed to. I understand why Dean wasn't vibing with her fully. I get it. I understand. It makes perfect sense. It's just... I don't know. Ruby came in clutch for Sam, came in clutch for Dean, saved their life a couple times. She was willing to sacrifice herself to wipe out all those demons around the police station. I give most underrated to Ruby. Which brings me to my favorite character of season 3, your nominees. We got Sam, we got Dean, we got Bobby, and we got Bella. Bella was just there because she was a little shit. Bobby, the dad of the whole situation. Dean, his last year. Sam, trying to learn to be Dean, trying to help save his brother. I'm giving it to Bobby. Bobby was my favorite character from start to finish this entire season. I'm so glad he was in it more. His little coma episode, all of that just made me feel more for Bob. All the way around them. Bobby, no matter what, was there for them boys. Season 3 favorite character, Bobby. If you want me to pick between Sam and Dean, it's kind of getting to that point. I'm not. I'm not leaning one way or another. But I will lean into favorite season. I'm not favorite season, but the season rankings. Not even that, just the season names. The rankings, I kind of had 2 above 1 for a minute the more I thought about it, but then I'm like, I think I like 1 more. I think I like season 1 maybe the most. The introduction, the hunting for Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and like the characters introduced, and there were some weird stories, yeah, but I think maybe I still like season 1 the most of what I've watched. I'm still up in the air. If you need a rundown or repeat, season 1 we named 2.5 Men. Season 2's title was Deal or No Deal. In season 3, I've entitled Tick Tock. Time running down on Dean's last year. So for the finales, I still think season 1 had the best finale. Season 2's finale was a little weird. Season 3's finale was just kind of like, it just kind of happened. It wasn't horrible, but it just kind of happened. Season 1 finale, we entitled The Exorcist. Season 2 finale, A Deal with the Devil. And the season 3 finale, Time's Up. That's it. I was going to make it For Whom the Bell Tolls, but there wasn't. Well, actually there was. The midnight, yeah, it hit midnight. There was the clock bells. I may change that. But anyways, that's season rankings, finale rankings, all of those. Before we get into the In Memoriam, I mentioned this to the Patreon peeps. I roll dice on Patreon. Like, we'd roll a D20. The peeps over there guess the number every day for each episode. There's no prizes involved. It's just for fun. I've compiled some numbers. I'm going to go in order from season 3, episode 1 down for what the dice rolls were as a refresher. This will take just a second. Season 3, episode 1 was an 11. And then each number after that's another episode. 11, 3, 9, 13, 19, 19, 13, 20, 12, 4, 14. from season 3, episode 12, 13, and 14 all rolled a 9. 315 was a 20, and on 316 we rolled 2 D20s, and those were an 18 and a 5 to equal 23. So all in all, our most rolled number was a 9. We rolled 4 times. If you want to incorporate the 19s, those are other 9s in there too. I mean, come on, there's a lot of 9s getting rolled here. 4 times we rolled the number 9. Highest number rolled, we rolled a 20 twice. Lowest number rolled, we rolled a 3 one time. Double digits beat single digits, 10 to 7. Percentage-wise, it's 59 to 41%. Evens to odds, we had 7 evens, 10 odds, 41% to 59%. Numbers matching the episode, 0. And the numbers we didn't roll was a 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15, 16, and 17. And in 60 episodes, in 3 seasons, in 63 total dice rolls, we've still have yet to roll the number 15. That's the only one missing. The only one MIA is the number 15. So hopefully we get it in season 4. And with all that out of the way, time to do our in memoriam. And it's a big one. So buckle in. Rest in peace to the following. In loving memory, Isaac, the 7 deadly sins, Richard Keel, the changeling of the kids, Wayne, Andy, John, Reggie, Father Gill, Father Gill's demon, Casey, Casey's demon, Jack, Emmett, Ken, Grandma, the old lady, Callie, the crossroads demon, Sheila, man number 1, Peter Warren, Brian, the water ghost, the ghost captain, Lucy, the hanging vampires, the vampire dean killed with a cult, Kubrick, Gordon Walker, Gramps, Mr. Caldwell, Edward and Mage Kerrigan, Janet, Amanda, Renee, Elizabeth, Tammy, Henry Frost, Karen Singer, Jeremy Frost, Mr. Hasselback, maybe, I don't know where he's at, Dean via shotgun, Dean via car, Dean via piano, Dean via sausage, Dean via tacos, Dean via shower slip and fall, Dean via electrocution, Dean via the dog, Dean via slip and fall axe, and Dean via robbery. All the officers and agents killed by the demons. The 30 demons exorcised, if they actually were fully dead, I don't know. Sheriff Melvin, Deputy Phil, Nancy Fitzgerald, aka Young Ella from Lucifer, Stephen Groves, Calvin Reedy, Victor Henriksen, The Ghost Echoes, Freeman Daggett, Alan J. Corbett, Linda, Ben Waters, Mama Greenfield, Police Officer's Daughter, Stewie, Clark, the Croquetta, all the Doc's victims, Bella Talbot, Demon Police Officer, the Babysitter, Grandpa Pat, the Mailman, Tom, Ruby's host, and Dean Winchester yet again. All of those people. Big shout outs to Gordon Walker, Victor Henriksen, Alan J. Corbett, Kubrick, whoever else I put in caps that seemed kind of sort of important, and of course, Dean Winchester. May they all rest in peace, rest in piss, rest in dirt, whatever you want to say to them. They're all gone until we meet again. To all those peeps. That's going to do it for the season 3 recap. All in all, it was a solid season. It was affected, of course, again, like I said at the beginning, by the writer's block. Not writer's block, but the writer's strike. And it is what it is. Dean's in hell. Any predictions for season 4? I imagine what should happen is it should kick off with Sam looking for ways to bring his brother back to life. It just makes the most logical sense. Or him grieving with Bobby. The one thing I don't want them to do, without saying the show, because I know people here have probably watched it, but in case you haven't, where a show ends with a major death, and then in the beginning of the next episode, there's spirits right there. I think you should give an episode or 2 for it to breathe. Hopefully they do that. If not, it is what it is. So, with all that said and done, Season 3 recap is complete. Season 3, Episode 16 was the last one. That was No Rest for the Wicked. Today being the recap. Tomorrow is Season 4, Episode 1, Lazarus Rising. Now remember, in me saying that, I accidentally called it the Lazarus Pit. The Lazarus Pit is what Ra's al Ghul used to stay immortal. So we'll see if Sam finds the Lazarus Pit to bring Dean back. That also makes sense the more I think about it. Okay. I'll see you then. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.